I do not cry when I read, but these books broke me. And at the end, I am going to share the ones that I am genuinely scared to pick up because Bookstagram has been warning me about them for years, and I don't think I am emotionally ready. Okay, starting with the book that made me cry for the very first time while reading, The Best of Me by Nicholas Sparks. High school sweethearts from completely different worlds reunite after 20 years for the funeral of their mentor, and everything they buried comes rushing back. Nicholas Sparks, he is going to make you feel things. And then they made a movie about this with James Marsden. And then I cried all over again because, of course, they cast James Marsden. He really said, let me just make this worse for everybody with that casting. We Begin at the End by Chris Whitaker, and really all of Chris Whitaker's books. They're those books that just sit with you for so long after you finish it. In this one, 13-year-old Duchess is basically raising herself while protecting her troubled mom, Star, in a California town that never quite moved on from a 30-year-old murder. When the man convicted of that murder gets released and comes back, Star is killed and Duchess is left to navigate a world that keeps failing her. While this one is beautiful and hard to put down, it will break your heart. Chris Whitaker just does that to us. And then we have We Are All Guilty Here by Karen Slaughter. Two teenage girls disappear during a 4th of July fireworks show in a small Georgia town, and the officer investigating it has her own guilt and secrets tangled up in the case. This one is the first in a series, and Karen Slaughter does not write a soft book. I was expecting just a thriller. This is not just a thriller, so beware. Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall is quieter than the others, but it will wreck you slowly. And then when you're done, you won't be able to stop thinking about it. Beth is a farmer's wife, still grieving a death when her wealthy former lover comes back to town, and everything she thought was settled in her life starts to come apart. This one gave me a true book hangover. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna is set in German-occupied France during World War II and follows two sisters who survive the occupation in completely different ways. One hides Jewish children in her home, and the other one joins the French resistance. Now, I have to be honest with you, you might get mad at me, but I did DNF this one because I was so disturbed. And that's not a criticism, that's actually a testament to how powerful this book is. It just got me in a way that I wasn't prepared for, and I had to step away. And now I'm afraid to read anything by Kristen Hanna. Let's talk more about that. The books I am afraid to read. These are the ones that Bookstagram keeps telling me about, and I'm not sure I am emotionally prepared because y'all are crying on the internet over these. Especially this one, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. 4 friends navigate life in New York over decades, but the heart of the story is Jude. He's a brilliant lawyer whose childhood was so horrific that it shapes every single relationship and decision that he makes as an adult. People on Bookstagram describe this one as a trauma event. I have seen grown adults say that A, this changed their life, or B, they needed therapy after finishing it. And I want to read it. Hello, I have it right here, but I am so terrified. Then we have The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. A soldier promises his dying best friend that he will look after his sister Ella, who's a single mom raising twins in Colorado. And what starts as letters becomes something much deeper. So I have been told that this one will destroy me, and I believe every word of that, so that's why I'm not reading it, and I will stick to the Dragon Riders. Thank you, Rebecca Yarros. The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simons, or Simmons, I'm not sure. Tatiana and Alexander fall in love during the 1941 siege of Leningrad, which is already devastating. And then their romance is forbidden and it's dangerous. It's set against one of the most brutal chapters of World War II. Somebody actually recommended this one to me in my comments, and I was like, probably won't be able to handle it, but thanks for the rec. Then we have Chloe Walsh's Boys of Tommen series. It's a popular contemporary romance saga focusing on intense and often traumatic teenage experiences at a Cork high school. It's got sports, family abuse, mental health, and romance. The first 2 books, Binding 13 and Keeping 13, focus on the emotional romance between popular rugby star Johnny Kavanagh and shy, abused classmate Shannon Lynch. My nail tech suggested these, but I'm scared. I will say the covers are beautiful though. Then we have Atonement by Ian McGowan. A 13-year-old misreads a situation between her sister and her sister's lover, tells the wrong people, and then accidentally destroys 2 lives with 1 lie that she can never fully take back. The whole book is basically a story on whether you can ever truly fix something you broke. And it'll break you. And finally, The River is Waiting by Wally Lamb. A new father loses his job, falls into addiction, causes an accident that destroys his family, and then ends up in prison trying to find his way back to something worth living for. Just that description is sending me. Like, I'm bothered and disturbed by that description. If you have read any of these, drop them in the comments because I need to know which ones actually destroyed you and which ones you think I can handle. Like, am I ready for a little life? Be honest with me. I can probably take it. And if you want more recommendations by vibe, slow burn, heartbreak, ugly cry, any kind of sad that sneaks up on you, let me know. I will make that video next. Or maybe you want to tour my bookshelves. This is one I have in the corner of my bedroom. This is where I put all my advanced reader copy books. And when I sell a book on Pango, I usually pop one of these in as just like a happy surprise for people who like books. I do want to get to this one soon because look at the cover on this one. Because yes, I judge books by their cover.